Hello? It doesn't appear anyone is here. I'll wait. It's just after 9 o'clock on the East Coast. Just after 7 here in the Mountain Time Zone. But I don't know if this internet signal is working or not. This is a whole new ball game for me. Should I just go ahead and do my thing? Or should I wait? How do I know people are here? It says I have one person live. Technology is a crazy thing. And we're going to figure this out. I don't know if using my phone is a good idea or not. Definitely turn the volume down. One. Is that me? Am I watching myself? Who is it? Todd Spivey. How's Asheville, North Carolina? It's a good town. Two. We got two. I need to be able to see this over here. So I got the computer over here. Here's the thing. I found out that I could do this just a couple of hours ago. I ran some tests and it worked. I have no idea how well it's working right now, or if it's even working at all. According to this, I have a couple of people, Todd Spivey, watching, and that's good. That's good. 2 people. I'm in. Live is a whole new ball game. I'm not really sure how this is supposed to play out, because usually I sit down here, I do my thing, I rant and I rave, I do my deal, and I'm done. But live is different. Fantastic. Asheville is fantastic. Love the show. Long-time listener, first-time caller. Thanks, buddy. Where am I going with this? 100% sure. Ooh, we got a couple more people on. See, this is going to be important. This here shows me who's on. I can't tell. I do have a computer right here. I'm not going to worry about that. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to wait a second. I'm going to take a sip of this, thanks to our non-sponsor. It appears that my video has dropped out. The internet is not my friend. Are we back? I have terrible internet service in my office, which is not very handy when you're trying to live stream something. Where are we here? I don't know. I'm going to have to keep up with this some other way. But let's just go for it. My name is Murph. This is Reading Things with a Southern Accent 2020, episode 16. Episode 16. So we started this roughly 16, 17 days ago. I think I quit. I think I skipped one day in the interim. The whole purpose of this is just to provide a sample, a tiny bit of levity for anyone who's bored and has nothing to do. So this is what we're doing. I sit in this chair and I read things in a Southern accent. I now have the ability to do this live, which is crazy, but it's true. So I'm testing this out tonight to see if it's worth doing it live. If not, it's fine. But I got my little special piece of equipment in the mail, and like I said yesterday, if you watch the show, it really is about this big, and it's just a pass-through. It gets me from the camera to the computer, and boom, we're live. Excuse me. That is part of the show. If you didn't know, I belch a lot, and I don't know why, but it just happens. So we'll just keep this here for the time being. I'm not using AOL dial-up. It sure feels like it, doesn't it? Because I live here in Colorado in the mountains where the internet sucks. At least it does at my house. and I don't know what the problem is. I pay for fast internet, but it's not very fast. This week's readings, this is going to be a whole thing, lagging. Thank you. This week's readings come from a book called Dads Are the Original Hipsters. Dads Are the Original Hipsters. And it was written by a guy named Brad Getty. Brad Getty had a blog on Tumblr. Apparently made a book out of it. And I did get some critiques about my southern accent last night via text message, which was very helpful from a friend of mine named Douglas who lives in South Carolina. He knows a lot of southern people, so maybe that'll be helpful. I'm not sure, but we'll see. Tonight's selection, this live thing is throwing me off. I'm not going to lie to you. Being more intelligent than other people is tonight's selection. The whole book, the whole reason, the whole purpose of this is, I think, to let you know your dad was cooler than you are. Maybe this guy had a terrible relationship with his father, and he decided, I need to do something to make my dad realize that I did like him. So here we go. Really? I'll have to work on that. Thank you for your critique, Mr. Henshaw. Your dad... See, I got to draw out some things. I got to add some extra vowels. Your dad knew he was smarter than other people before you did, and he's got the awards to prove it. His thought box fired at bullet speed and ran mental marathons around the ill-equipped minds that surrounded him. With his dictionary-sized vocabulary, he word-beat smart people into feeling stupid without even trying. So, hipsters, when you're treating someone like a second-class citizen and spewing off facts you just looked up on your phone, remember this. Your dad was a human Wikipedia of knowledge before the internet was even a thing. And that's it. And that is how it goes. Tonight's episode is dedicated to Dr. Brent Benton because he is a walking human Wikipedia and he does know most everything. So we will dedicate this live bit to him. No lag in Asheville, North Carolina. Hello, Jason Cannon. I have one. This is interesting. I'll check how that microphone thing works because I have this microphone here. It's actually going straight into the camera, and then I'm going live to the computer, and the computer is putting it out for you guys. So maybe I'll figure out how to split that right and left. But I do appreciate that little bit of critique, Mr. Henshaw. Anyone else have a question? Let me say this before I go. I've had some conversations with those in my circle. And by those in my circle, I mean my wife and daughter. They have both suggested that I try to do something more difficult, that I read something that is more difficult and would be more fun to try and read in a southern accent. So, we have decided as a collective, my 17-year-old daughter and my wife of 23 and a half years, I'm going to do Shakespeare next. When I'm done with this book, I will do the Shakespeare next and see how it goes. Oh, the wife is watching. Hi, honey. She's in the house. One more? You want me to do one more? I can do one more. Does anyone else want one more? I need one person, one other person that is not related to me by law or blood to tell me one more. Dr. Seuss. Dr. Seuss could be difficult. Dr. Seuss definitely could be difficult. Anyone? Reading while dancing sounds more difficult. I might pay to see that. Reading while dancing would be difficult, but then I would have to move the camera around. And this is one-man operation, mister. Ha! Todd Spivey, this is a family show. I can't read that. I like this, though. I like suggestions. Looks like I'm buffering. Am I buffering? I could be buffering. Then I'll do one more. The wife asked for one more. I'll give her one more. This segment is called Looking Homeless. This is not an autobiographical piece. Looking homeless. Your dad, got to get in the southern accent again. I wasn't ready for two. Oh my goodness. Your dad looked homeless. Your dad looked homeless before you did, and he's got the spare change to prove it. After 12 fingers of whiskey and 4 hands of hams, he often found temporary street beds when his legs couldn't carry him home. His disheveled appearance single-handedly spawned the term homeless chic. He always woke up to generous donations with a rested smile on his face. Excuse me. The local hobos never knew he wasn't one of them. So, hipsters, next time you drunkenly pass out in public transit and find your likeness plastered on hipsterhomeless.com the next day, remember this. If it weren't for your dad's weekly deposits into your bank account, you'd actually be out on the streets, and the only sign you'd be worthy of holding is, we'll look apathetic for food. And that's it. So 2 segments tonight is all that we can really handle in this time period. Live is very tricky. My hair, I think I showered yesterday. I am running low on hair product. That is part of the problem. And the hair product section, I think, at Walmart has been cordoned off into stuff that you cannot buy. So this could be a problem coming up, because I do like to have plenty of hair product in this coif, if you will. Anything else? Any other? Justin Wood. Samuel, I know Justin Wood, but I can't do that. Whoa, what's going on here? Here we go. Anything else? We ready? Anything else? Anyone else? Any last questions? Any last questions? I am going to do a thing, if this is good, I'm going to do a thing where this is, I'm going to do like an AMA. Not that anyone cares. All 7 of you that have tuned in. Family COVID goals. Harry Potter is a good series to watch. Thanks for watching. I'll cue this up again tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. My name is Murph. Thanks for watching. Goodbye. Oh, please wash your hands.